Uh, Hello, I'm Anderson. We are in the CIIF, and today we would like to invite Motorcon Henry to join our live broadcast to introduce Motorcon's solution about the intelligent controller. Yeah. So first we will introduce the Motorcon. This is also in our IEI group. IEI group contains IEI, QNAP, Armorlink, Bitnet, and the Motorcon, and it's focused on the automation system product. So about the Motorcon, it's a Taiwan company and from the ITRI Industrial Technology Research Institute. This is a Taiwan leading technology leading research institute. So that they have a lot of domain knowledge about the automation and the industrial side. And in this diagram, we show that the Motorcon's main product with an intelligent controller, smart robot, and motion controller and smart system. It's not only a hardware company; it also combines the software developer ability. And today we would like to introduce a Motorcon new solution about the intelligent controller. And first, I think for the industrial standard, that OPCUA is become more famous because OPCUA solve a lot of questions. So maybe we can start with the OPCUA introduction. So OPCUA is the first step towards the smart manufacturing because they have a lot of devices, including the PLC, gateway, or others. But OPCUA is to be a common language to communication with a different product, different system. So this is OPCUA is an international standard, and they start from Germany and the US and even the China smart manufacturing. All the government start to highlight this standard to become the national standard. So if you want to create more new solution, maybe you need to follow the standard to build your product. So let's introduce the OPCUA history. OPCUA is from the OPC Classic, but OPC also contain OPCUA start to cover these 4 new applications, like to support the real-time access and the historic data access and alarm event access and and also set up a different scope of the security. So for the OPCUA, we already know this is a common language among these devices. This is a standard focused on the machine and machine intercommunication. Yeah, but I think also another new standard that we need to highlight and introduce to our motion control. Yeah. EtherCAT is Ethernet for control automation technology. This is the technology based on the Ethernet, but start to highlight more real time and help to build a standard about the industrial communication. Yeah. So you can see that with the support of the EtherCAT, they can do the real time communication and then with a lower communication jitter.
The driver and the control can use the Ethernet line connect.
Okay, so this is the basic diagram to show that you can use the EtherCAT to communicate with several devices. So the advantage of EtherCAT will have 2 advantages we want to highlight. The first one is it can support the real-time communication, and the second one it can do the synchronization. So that's why you can in the previous diagram you can communication between the devices. So after introduce the OPCUA and the EtherCAT, then Motorcon start to build new solution based on these two standards. So that's our main topic about the IoT intelligent controller. So we will start to introduce this product. So the main purpose of the intelligent controller, actually we find that the population is starting to be issue because the aging issue and our labor costs are starting getting higher and higher. So we must find a way to do the automation to help the manufacturing to do the next to fulfill the next generation. Yeah. So the intelligent controller we will provide from these three scope. The first one is the intelligent perception, and another one is the motion control, and also add the ability IoT communication layer to help this device to have more intelligence. So here is the Motorcon product line. You can see that from the IO card and then to the integration with the software. And now we are trying to provide a new intelligent controller called MDH2000. Yeah. This is showing that Motorcon is not only a hardware company, but also have the software ability to build a comprehensive solution for our customers. Yeah. Okay. So the important one is the MDH2000 series because it start to support the OPCUA and the EtherCAT. Yeah. To support this new standard, then we can do more intelligent application. So you can see the MDH2000 series contains the MDH2000L and the MDH2000M and MDH2000H. Each support the EtherCAT and also support different kind of CPU. So you can choose which. It depends on your application, which kind of CPU to do the computing. But with the MDH2000, it's not only a hardware product, also add a software ability to. Another one we want to showcase is the IO expansion series product. And this two is for TBEM 16 and TBEM. Contains a different input and output. This have 8 input and 8 output, and this have 16 input and 16 output. Yes. Another software product I want to highlight is for the controller. You can see that Motorcon also provide the software to control the 4-axis robot and the 6-axis robot, and also a universal controller and the visual dispensing controller. And we will introduce more use case and related product in the later slide. So we just introduced all the Motorcon product from the previous product line and the new product line which support the EtherCAT and also the IO part and the software part. And the comprehensive solution is we would like to introduce you the visual dispensing controller. This solution contains the intelligent control and the machine vision and also the machine networking that between the device. So this the solution we want to introduce is the visual dispensing controller. So we use the MDH1000 to show to be a demo device, and it also supports OPCUA and the EtherCAT, and have a 8-axis motion controller. Yeah. It integrates industrial computer, motion control card, and the servo wiring card and I/O wiring board. The advantage includes small size, anti-vibration, and easy wiring and installation. So it integrates with the machine and the intelligent control and the machine networking. So it's with the OPC support, you can do the machine-to-machine communication. Yeah. We have several items we want to introduce you about their feature, such like how to provide the visual image distort auto collaboration function, and also we can support the CAD DXF file inputting. But we will introduce more detail in a later slide. First one we want to highlight the application is the visual operation function. Yeah. So now you can now the MDH 1000 can provide the visual image distort auto collaboration function. So no need to install features, saving the cost of production units. And it can also support the barcode and the QR code to do the scanning and getting the information. Yeah. And they also have a visual aid teaching interactive operation, creating saving teach time. So the visual operation function, they have a deviation, rotation, and collaboration. So even you have something wrong, you still can do the automatically collaboration by the software. Yeah. So it can automatically collaborate processing paths as long as the template markers are in the camera range. Another function I want to introduce is array processing. For several identical processing paths, using array function copy paths can complete path teaching points rapidly and with image recognition to collaborate processing paths instantly. So this machine and the solution can also support the multiple object recognition, using image recognition to identify multi-object and generate multi-processing paths automatically. And with the support of the motion control, it can support the standard 3-axis, 2-y-axis, and rotating 4-axis and 5-axis. So several motion controls. Yeah, so you can do the whatever you do and to do the customization by yourself. This is a two-group pumps controllable. They provide two kinds of group parameter setting, and they can auto adjust the motor motion output and the grooving ratio parameter setting. Yeah. But another function we want to highlight is the anti-groove solid application function. So even if some injection on that, yeah, you still can do the recovery. Another one is the needle calibration control. So through the sensors, automatically measure the offset and height of needle, automatically collaborate command program paths to do the collaboration. Another one is the dispensing processing that can provide several controller. You can do the control the dispensing process by yourself. You can see that a lot of parameters you can input. And the group supply system integration control have the I/O control and the clean function. And this also can do the customization by yourself. If you want to adjust the sound and even the field, they already provide the interface for you. Yeah. So the third element we introduced before, there's the machine networking. So with the support of the OPC UA, they can provide the machine networking and the data transmission development service, and also support the TCP/IP as well. Another one can support the import the CAD file that's .dxf format. Yeah, with this support, then you can easily to do the input the data to collaboration and even do the new processing. Yeah. So you can add the processing sequence and delete redundant path function. Another one is the visual annotation. Enable this function, you can select and click on the image to move the camera center to the position. So just like the graph shows, you can just click one and then they can greatly saving the teaching time. Yeah. Another feature is for the path generation and management. Yeah. You can select content and edit parameters over and display path result after programming finish. Point and linear and circular and arc and etc. Yeah. Another function is for the business side. You can do the software license setting and also the account authorization. So you can do the control the business process with your customer and also provide in the field you can control all the related members related members permission. Yeah, you can control by the software. Another one is to highlight that because Motorcon provides the software and this software is developed by themselves, you can easily to do the customization by yourself. So they provide the function design application development function. You can do the special processing and software package customization.
Change the color, change the word.
Yeah. So you can define define your different workflow and then just fulfill your original workflow and process name. So another one we want to highlight for the software stability that provide the I/O logic judgment and main program synchronization execution function. So with this support, the I/O and the main function will be synchronized. Then if the I/O have some error, and the main process will also be noticed. Yeah, to do the safe control. So we just introduced the OPCUA and the EtherCAT and all the Motorcon product, and also with a new solution to introduce to